The road to F1 at this point in time has a very clear hierarchy. Formula 1 sits alone at the top tier of racing, both the pinnacle of open-wheel racing and racing as a whole. The second tier is Formula 2, the FIA-sponsored feeder series which is seen as the final stepping stone for drivers to reach F1. Beneath that is Formula 3, then Formula 3 Regional, Formula 4, you get the idea. It can be laid out with a very complicated diagram like this, but essentially, the lower the number, the faster the car and the harder the competition. This ladder-like system leads to a logical conclusion. The best drivers filter through the junior series, and the Formula 2 winner is the most suitable driver in the whole ladder for taking a seat in F1. This is true most of the time, with 12 of a possible 17 winners from 2005 to 2021 getting their shot at the top of the racing ladder the year after winning. However, there are some notable exceptions due to the influences of timing, politics, and money in F1's hyper-competitive feeder series scene. Let's rewind back to March 2021. Oscar Piastri was an exciting new prospect in Formula 2, having won the championship in his debut FIA Formula 3 season the year prior. The year before that, Piastri took a commanding P1 in the Formula Renault Eurocup Championship after a season-long tussle with eventual 2022 F3 winner Victor Martins. He is seen by many as a potential title challenger, though other strong prospects such as Robert Schwartzman and Christian Lundgaard would make winning the 2021 season no easy task. Qualifying for the opening round in Bahrain saw Piastri finish 7th, which meant a starting place of 4th for the sprint race number 1. The Bahrain International Circuit features a healthy mix of low, medium, and high-speed corners, as well as many overtaking opportunities, making it a very good location to test the abilities of the prospective F1 drivers. In fact, since its inaugural season in 2004, the Bahrain Grand Prix has featured an average of 52 overtakes, higher than the season average 15 times. All of this is to say that Bahrain International Circuit provides good racing. Piastri would go on to finish Sprint Race 1 in 5th, a very good result for his first ever outing in F2. That night, Oscar would start from 6th for Sprint Race number 2. He ran as low as 7th at one point, but a late safety car began a tirade of overtaking, which saw him take his first Formula 2 win and the championship lead at the time. He would go on to win again at Monza, Sochi, 2 of the 3 races in Saudi Arabia, and the final race of the F2 season in Abu Dhabi to cap off a magnificent rookie season. One might think that a rookie winning Formula 2 by 60.5 points would mean an almost guaranteed berth in F1. Piastri's 60.5-point margin was the 4th biggest of the last 10 years, eclipsed only by Russell in 2018, Leclerc in 2017, and Van Dorn in 2015. Instead of beginning his F1 career the next year, a lack of available seats meant he would be sidelined. Piastri's affiliation with the Alpine Driver Academy meant that his most likely shot at an F1 seat would be through the Alpine F1 team. However, the team was very happy with both their drivers, having brought home a win and 2 podiums as well as 155 points in 2021. Zhou Guanyu, aided by sponsorship money, filled Antonio Giovinazzi's shoes at Alfa Romeo, and the remaining seats were filled in by previous drivers in F1. Nicholas Latifi, a driver who only managed a second-place F2 finish after 3 years, when he was several years older than his title rivals, stayed in F1 for 2022 due to his reported $40 million cash injection into the Williams team. Lance Stroll and Nikita Mazepin, 2 drivers who relied almost entirely on their fathers being billionaires for their rise to F1, retained their seats for the next year as well, although Mazepin lost his drive the next February after his dad's best friend decided to invade a sovereign nation. This left Oscar Piastri, a driver seemingly with potential akin to 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, to sit on the sidelines. Until summer 2022, where everyone in the racing world and their grandmother lost their minds. But that is another story for another day. The Piastri example just goes to show that being at the top of F2 doesn't automatically get you a golden ticket into F1. That is until a 33-year-old Australian has the worst season of his career.